Yeah, that's it for those channels. You get what you pay for. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Oh, you see how I live on the road. Yeah, it's a mess, but you get what you pay for. Listen, this is a preface to a video that I filmed earlier. What happened was I made a mistake at the beginning of the video when I was talking, because I talk a lot, and I made a little bit of mistake. So this is a preface, and you know what? I was up real far north today somewhere in the great state of Michigan. And I was also back in Canada for a little bit. And it was actually the Canadian side that annoyed me. The word artisanal. I passed through a little town, getting really upset right now, a little town, and everything was artisanal. Artisanal this, artisanal chocolate, artisanal cheese. All artisanal means, I believe, I don't even think I'm pronouncing it right. Artisanal is handcrafted, self-made, whatever. Isn't all of it? Isn't everything handcrafted or something? Yes, sure, some things are processed. I understand if I go to a grocery store, that when I get a little chocolate bar, candy bar, whatever you call it in the States, that's, you know, made by a machine. That's not handmade chocolate. But really, for years, people have been making chocolate by hand. Now all of a sudden it's called artisanal, and artisanal cheese. I mean, it's just a way to sell more cheese and more chocolate. By the hipsters. Hipsters. And don't get me wrong, I love you hipsters. But seriously, enough. But anyways, so I went to, and avocado. Enough of the avocado. Avocado on toast, avocado on this, avocado on everything. If I want an avocado, I'll order an avocado. Stop trying to shove avocado down my throat. Avocado sounds like the name of a car, by the way. I thought about that. Sounds like this Chevrolet avocado. Come, take a look at our Chevrolet avocado. Oh, that looks lovely. What colors do you have? Green. Do you have any other colors? No, green. Of course, it's avocado green. The Chevrolet avocado. Anyway, so I was up north trying to film something, it didn't turn out. But then I realized I made a mistake in this earlier video. The mistake is, so I went to a house that Eminem used to live in. How do I know he used to live in this house? Because, oh, welcome anybody who's never watched my channel before. What's up? When I saw his job application at Gilbert's Lodge, I had to take a breath. When I saw his job application, I saw the address where he lived at the time. And that's the house I'm going to in this video. Now, in the video, he tweeted out a while ago, what house did Mr. Porter and I used to live on when we lived at Gilbert's, when we worked at Gilbert's Lodge? Something like that. And at the beginning of this video, I say that him and Mr. Porter lived in this house. I don't know if Mr. Porter lived there. I know Eminem lived there. And the occupants of the house, well, you're gonna see what happens when I go and tell them that Eminem used to live in the house. But I don't know if Mr. Porter lived there. So I make a mistake where I'm talking. But I can't go back there and film it. I've been all over. I'm tired. Okay. So yeah, artisanal this. This video was artisanally made for you. Camera strata. Just off a 7-mile road right now in Detroit. I'm on a little street called Packard. Now, Eminem tweeted out a while ago, does anyone know the address of where I lived on Packard with Mr. Porter when he worked at Gilbert's Lodge? Well, I do. The people who live here don't know that they're living in your old house. But I'm here on Packard Street, and this is the house where Em used to live. And the person who lived here didn't know it. I'm gonna talk to her right now. Very sweet, big dog out back. So let's go take a look at the house where Em used to live. So this is Ebony. Ebony's living in the house that Eminem used to live in.
Yes, indeed.
And when did you find out that information?
Oh my gosh, I just found that out like 5 minutes ago. I'm ecstatic because I'm a big, huge fan of Eminem. Although I've never met him, but it's coming soon, one day.
One day. And your mom lives here too?
Yes, my mom, my 2 children, we've been here for about 20 years.
Yeah, which adds up because Em lived here, I believe, the information I got was around 96, 97. And
that was the year I graduated from high school. We weren't on this street. We were Lakewood, further east. So yeah, that sounds about accurate.
Yep, yep. Is it, what are we looking at here? A 2-bedroom house?
2-bedroom, full basement. Yep.
Yeah, he lived at a lot of different places, and I shouldn't even say this on camera, but I will. I was reading a lot about his employment history, and he was late, like just like the movie 8 Mile. He was late for work all the time because his car broke down. So he got in trouble for that. But otherwise, he was a great employee, I was told.
Well, I mean, we're 7 miles, so we're only a mile up. And just how the movie is, he depicts the city is just like that.
Right.
Run down, nice neighborhoods, vacant houses, burnt down. So, I mean, they did a great job. Whoever produced 8 Mile, they did a great job.
So it's pretty accurate.
It is.
Yeah.
Accurate about the city.
It's a gorgeous city. I tell people all the time that Detroit is not what people think it is.
It's not. It's just certain neighborhoods where you go, just like everywhere.
Right.
It's just, you know, everywhere has its little parts. Downtown is freaking beautiful. It's just awesome.
Really built up.
It really is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the old Motor City that it used to be, but it's very new and improved.
Awesome.
Yes.
Let me just take a look around.
Yep.
Here, that's a big dog. What's his name?
Owen.
Owen. Is that from Mama?
Owen.
Throw Mama from the Train. Remember that movie?
Yes.
Owen.
Owen and Baxter.
Hey, Owen. Hey, Baxter.
Owen. Owen. Hey, big boy. Yes, you are. That's the protector. The other one's a baby's hard.
So, yeah, this is the house where Eminem and Mr. Porter, his hype man, used to live right here. Can you believe it? Right in this house on Packard Street. Where are we? The middle of Detroit, Ebony?
We're east side Detroit, 7 Mile and Van Dyke.
East side Detroit. So when he worked at Gilbert's Lodge, this is one of the places where he lived, and he was late for work a lot. But yeah, this is the house.
We're a community of family over here, but like everybody stays to themselves. We know our neighbors across the street, our neighbors next door, and a few down the way, and that's as far as it goes. Right. But it's a quiet street, and that's pretty much it. Nice.
And now you know that Eminem used to live in your house.
Which I cannot believe. I'm still in shock.
One thing that I know that a lot of people think about Eminem is that he always lived in trailer parks. It's not true.
That's not true at all.
No.
That's
they added that for the movie. He did live in one. I think that his uncle owned. Like uncle owned a trailer.
He kind of took that and ran with it.
Yeah.
But he's actually been in the home.
Yeah.
This is a nice home when we moved here. And my mom's done a lot of renovations, you know, the basement and what have you, the kitchen, tile, of that sort. She's done that type of home improvement. And it's just a peaceful place. So I'm a big fan of Eminem. I've always have since he's even been on the scene. Dr. Dre or whoever discovered and they started Cahoots Connect. So like a lot of people sleep on Eminem. And to me, he's such a talented lyricist because his words have meaning, and like you don't get artists that really put the truth out there. And it's like he's never afraid to spit the truth because even though it's tied to his life, you know, in some form or fashion, he gives it to us raw, and I love him for that.
Yeah, amazing.
Love him. Wow, I can't believe Marshall Mathers used to live here.
Yeah, right.
This is mind blowing.
Right up. I wonder if that's the same door. It looks like an original door, maybe.
Yeah, that door was here 20 years ago.
It's such a cute little house.
It really is.
Yeah, he probably wrote rhymes right here. And inside
I know, right?
in his bedroom. Can you imagine? That would be around the time he released Infinite and before some shady LP. So this is where I don't know how long he lived here. There's a few different addresses.
Yeah.
The guy that I spoke to at his former place of employment said he lived at he moved around a lot. And he did sleep on the streets a few nights when he couldn't get into his mom's house. What an amazing woman. What an amazing little neighborhood. I love it here. This is Detroit. Warms my heart. Eminem used to live in that house. Right there. Wait, yeah, right there. All right. I'm going somewhere else now, of course. So I'll probably be wearing the same t-shirt in the next video, even though it's a different location. Even though it's the same day, I mean. Anyway. All right, I'm out. I love this neighborhood. People are yelling at me, but they're yelling, yo, man, what's up? Because that's Detroit. So peace out. Here's a little ending for my regular viewers who like to see how I live on the road. I just checked into this little motel in the middle of nowhere. And this is just half my stuff. The other half is in the car. 5 bags, 6 bags. 2 more in the car. Shoes everywhere. Groceries from Walmart. Where else? I love Target, but it was closed. Anyways, so there's a little bit of that and a little bit of Canada. I'm gonna fall asleep right now. Good night.